while. We've had Christmas and now it's January and it's ready to get back on our Weight Watchers. So what I'm going to do today is a lower version of Spanish rice, and lower fat, lower sodium Spanish rice. And then for dinner, we're going to have this extreme wellness tortillas, and it's high fiber and low carb, and it's only 50 calories for each tortilla. So that's a real bonus. So normally a tortilla is about 120, 150 calories. And we're going to use fat-free refried beans in our tortillas, and that is a free food with Weight Watchers. And so we're going to do that. And here we go. We're going to do Spanish rice. All right, to start off, we're going to need olive oil, onion, chopped onion, uncooked rice, 2 cups of chicken broth, and I'm using the low sodium kind. And if you're using your own homemade chicken broth, be sure that you skim off the fat, put it in the refrigerator, and take the fat out so it's fat free or low fat. And a cup of salsa. I'm going to use a can of corn. This is my salsa. I'm going to use jalapeños, a can of corn, and I drained the corn and I drained a can of diced tomatoes. So we don't want to, if we're going to cook the rice in the skillet, the uncooked rice in the skillet, we don't want to have more than, we don't want to have too much liquid. So the liquid in this is going to be 2 cups of chicken broth. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. All right, first of all, we're going to turn on the heat. Make sure you have a skillet that's got a tight lid on it. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I love Mexican food, and it's been a struggle to try to find Weight Watcher friendly Mexican food. But I'll tell you what, Weight Watchers added rice to the menu, so we can use that rice. Okay, now we're going to do the onion. Here is my chopped onion. 1 chopped onion in the oil. And I love onion. I'm using Vidalia onions because we don't like that strong onion taste. But when you cook it, you cook out that strong taste. Okay, so there's our onion. That until it's translucent. You know, Christmas was fun, and we always allocate a certain number of pounds and extra calories for Christmas. But now it's January, and it's time for us to get back on the program. And so that's what we're doing. You don't have to do too badly through Christmas. If you'll try to stay under 2,000 calories, you won't do so badly. But Christmas is Christmas. So here we go. Another exciting thing we're doing this year is we're giving up credit cards. We're not using any credit cards. We are cash and carry. And that is a good thing. It's always a good thing. All right, I'm going to add, I have this chopped jalapeno, pickled jalapeno. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. I like things kind of hot. So there is our onions and jalapenos. Thank you to all our Mexican friends for their food. I love Mexican food. I know you do too, and if you can find a way to eat it without all the calories, go for it. Okay, that's looking good. Our onions are transparent. Now I'm going to add the tomatoes, can of drained diced tomatoes. A cup of salsa, that's what this is, cup of salsa. We're going to get some of our liquid for the rice from that salsa. There we go. Okay, here's our can of corn. You could substitute, if you're not eating corn, you could leave that out entirely, or you could add black beans. Black beans are a free food on Weight Watchers, so that's a good addition. And the more beans you eat, the more fiber you get and protein. And the good thing about fiber is it cuts down on your calories. If it takes more energy to digest the fiber foods than maybe in the foods themselves, so that's a good thing. Okay, now here we go. Here is our 2 cups of chicken broth, and I'm going to measure that because when you're doing rice, you want to have the right amount of liquid. So only needed 1 can of that. We're going to bring this up to a boil before we add the rice. Rice is such a good hearty food. You could substitute brown rice. I'm using white jasmine rice because that's what we have. But you could certainly substitute brown rice for a little more fiber. There we go. I'm going to put, instead of salt, I've got this Mrs. Dash salt-free onion and herb. I'm going to use that. A little dash of that instead of salt. And pepper. I like pepper in just about everything. Except cupcakes. All right. I hope you all are doing well out there and you're finding a way to take off that extra Christmas weight. And I went back to the gym today. Hadn't been in a while, so I got back on the gym, did the circuit training. You know, when you get to be older, the whole idea about exercise is just to keep moving. Don't quit moving. Okay, so we're cranking this up to high. I'm going to put a lid on that so it comes up to a boil faster. Clean up my area a little bit. Now, I was really excited to find these. It's 100% whole wheat with flaxseed, extreme wellness, high fiber, carb lean tortillas. And if you can find a tortilla that's got all that in it, it's got 11 grams of dietary fiber, 50 calories, 5 grams net carbs, made with extra virgin olive oil, 0 trans fat, no sugar added, and no hydrogenated oils. That's a good product. If you can find them, buy them. Put them in your freezer. They can be hard to find, so that's why I say if you find them in the Mexican section at Food Lion or wherever you shop, buy several and put them in your freezer. And we're using fat-free refried beans. Those will be bean burritos with Spanish rice. And that'll be a good meal. And it's the one serving of this Spanish rice is only 286 calories. So, you know, that's not bad. You're not going to add that many calories with your bean burritos if you use these products, fat-free products. Okay, so here we go. It looks like it's beginning to come up to a boil, and we're going to want, we did 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 cut up onion, 1.5 cups of uncooked rice is what we're going to do next. So 1.5 cups of uncooked rice. And you know, when you make rice, you put a lid on it after you bring it to a boil. You put a lid on it and you don't touch it for 20 minutes while the rice is absorbing all the liquid. Just leave it alone and it'll come back Come back up. I missed you guys. Christmas time is so busy. But we're back on target now. Okay, I'm going to get my spoon. All right, here we go. This is boiling. All right, here goes 1 cup of rice. And 1/2 cup of rice. Okay, there we go. Bring it up to a boil again. And some people put cheese in this, but since we're cutting calories, I'm not going to put cheese in mine, but you could, after it's all done, you could put some Mexican cheese or cheddar cheese on top and make it a complete meal. But I'm trying to cut down on my cheese. I had a lot of cheese over Christmas. Okay, that's looking good. I'm gonna put a little more pepper just because I can. And just because I like pepper, adds to the heat. All right, now, this is going to cook just because I can, I'm going to add a little cilantro. I do not have fresh cilantro, but I have the dried cilantro, so anything Mexican can handle a little cilantro. That's my opinion. Ooh, this is looking good. All right. Everything's in, it's up to a boil. I'm going to put the lid on it and I'm going to turn it down to simmer or low. And it's going to simmer for 20 minutes, and at the end of 20 minutes you just fluff it with a fork and you're good to go. And this saves really well in the refrigerator, so you can make it ahead of time and then heat it up for dinner. And that's it. I hope you all will come back next time. Be sure and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll try to bring us some more healthy, lower fat, Weight Watcher friendly foods. And I just want you to remember one thing. Jesus said, I'm the bread of life. So I hope God blesses you this year really good. Bye-bye.